Ben, whenever we're done, help us to remember. I want to get some pictures of just them and just me, like in front of this white wall. Okay. Get some good pictures. There's a red Gator we want to stand in front of. Is there a Gator anywhere? Gator? Well, we got this photo over here. I can see this. Well, we should do that too. Both of these. I want to get some pictures of that. Yeah, just the right. Like, I'm gonna go to the shows since 2003 around I went to Shortscott Elementary. That was when I first heard Shortscott Elementary. It's near Tampa. Oh, we're probably there. That's his territory. Okay. Yeah, they have a few dark guys that all work together. Cool. Dark short hair. Yeah, because I remember like being really young. So you can tell Karen that they're UF students. I've had somebody who saw me show was in college back at that.
Welcome everybody to Gator Nights. We are, I believe, the first performance in the atrium here tonight. I'm Lindsay Dank, Didgeridoo Down Under, performing I think for the second time, 2 years. And this is Tobin Wagstaff. Together we perform as drums and drones. We are both entertainers and educators by trade. So today we aim to do the same. We're going to entertain a little bit with our music and then hopefully get you interacting with us by playing the didgeridoo. So in other words, I brought some student instruments for us to play tonight. So. Just checking in. How's everybody doing? All right, all right, all right. Are you guys about excited to learn how to play didgeridoo as I am? Hey, you got a question? You think it takes a lot of breath to play didgeridoo? Nope, it doesn't. Actually, it really doesn't. It takes about the same amount of air it would take if you were blowing on a candle, the flame, just to get it to move but not go out for about 10 inches from your face. So if you can just blow, how hard would that be? Just to keep that candle flickering but not going out. I consider playing didgeridoo to be very conversational. For example,
everybody, I'm Lizzie Dank, and I play the didgeridoo.
So, again, very conversational in the way I play it and the way I teach it. So, but don't worry, we'll get to that. So, give it a round here for Tobin. He's doing a good job. Yeah. All right. So now I'm going to play a little piece I like to play in my schools. I get the kids going with this one. When I talk about didgeridoo, I talk about tone and pitch, and rhythm, because we don't really have notes with didgeridoo. So where we don't have a notes, we compensate with lots of rhythm. And so when we have a shorter didgeridoo, it's got a higher pitch, which means it's going to have a higher energy. It's a great, this kind of didgeridoo is a great didgeridoo to play if you want to get people up and moving and dancing. Libraries, we do lots of shows for kids. My aim is always to, again, educate, entertain as well. Tobin here, he has a local organization called Studio Percussion, not for profit. I believe he just finished was finishing his master's here at UF in music. And so whenever we get together, every couple years, we like to try and play some new stuff. So I hope you're enjoying it as we go. So now we're at that point, just over halfway. And I'd like to see who wants to learn how to play didgeridoo. So I already asked if you thought it took a lot of breath to play. And many of you thought it did, but it doesn't. So I'm here to teach that. So I have some pretty clean didgeridoos over here. Make sure to spray them down before I got here. And I know you guys are students, so you like to learn, right? Yes, we do. Okay, look at where we are. So can you guys maybe, how about this? I'd like to see some participants. So I have some student didgeridoos here, so come on up here. Grab yourself a didgeridoo. Feel free, do not be shy. It's all for fun.
Have a seat somewhere up in the front. Yeah.
All right. Awesome, awesome, and awesome. Just find a nice comfortable place. You can sit anywhere you want. This is your world. Take charge. Fun. So, didgeridoo is an aerophone. It belongs to its own type of wind instrument. There's no reed in there to create any other like pitches and tones, so to speak, like a trumpet or something. So, what we do with the didgeridoo is we're using our body, our mouth, our tongue, our lips, our cheeks, our throat, our lungs, our diaphragm, as I call it, digiphragm, this area right here, right? To play this instrument. So really, I kind of compartmentalize it, okay, to three sections. Basically from here up, okay, so basically that's the mouth, the tongue, the cheeks, and the lips. So right here, we're going to create certain sounds. And then right here in the vocal box, right, we're going to create a whole lot of other sounds. Everything from barks, kangaroo sounds, sounds of heat rising off the ground, and many, many more, okay? And then underneath that, right here in the diaphragm, diaphragm. We're going to be creating polyrhythms all together, okay, through what's called gut slaps, gut breathing, belly breathing. But first, the drone, the fundamental of this instrument, okay, is called its drone. And the drone is simply made by buzzing lips. So here's what you do. It's very simple. You're just going to breathe in through your nose. It helps to have good posture. You don't have to have a straightest back, just an awareness of your back and posture. We're going to breathe in through our nose, and out of the mouth. Try not to fall down. That's simple. Now, next, on the out breath, we're going to buzz our lips. Now, here's the way to buzz. It's not like this. It's not like this. It's more like a happy monkey or something. Call it that. So that's the kind of buzzing I'm looking for. It's just simple kind of relatively controlled, relatively tight lip buzz. Kind of like maybe if you play a tuba, something like that. So real quick, let me just hear everybody buzz their lips. Go. It's okay, you spit on me, I don't care. Simple, right? So now what you're going to do is you're going to place those lips buzzing and tuck them inside the mouthpiece of this instrument. It's going to go like this. Breathe it in. Buzz. Simple. There you go. I hear it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Who's here's ever played didgeridoo before? Okay, no? Great. And that means we're making this instrument sound for the first time. That's really nice. And you'll notice it's just a hollow tube, so it's something you can find later. All right. So, let me hear you guys over here. Let me hear you make a drum. Okay. Okay. So for you, what I want to see is you buzz your lips. Go. And instead of what I showed you just a minute ago, I want you to loosen up. Go. Let me see you just buzz your lips without playing. Like a horse. Like that. There you go. Now try it to loosen because it's kind of a backwards, like reverse psychology thing. So if you're kind of blowing too tight, if I get you to blow a little looser, you might make the sound. So let's try again. But this time, I want you to make that looser lip buzz. Try it now. We're going to work on it. What you want to do is buzz and tuck it inside the mouth. Okay, now let me hear you guys over here. Breathe in, buzz, do-ba-doo. Okay, all right, very good. Now, let's go on to the next step. The next thing to make this instrument sound interesting to your listener is to use the voice. So far we talked about the sound that can be made just by buzzing lips, which will be that first compartment up here from the chin up. The next sound we're going to get into is a sound with our voice. The simplest sound that I can teach is a silent kind of sound, okay? That's it. But now, on a didgeridoo, it all translates through the buzzing of the lips. So it's really a kind of sound. But buzz while you're doing it. So, and actually, I want you to think about this. I want you to think about an elephant. I want you, or a wolf, or anything. When it needs to make a siren, when it needs to howl or make a loud sound, what does it do? It lifts its neck up. Why does it do that? Because it's easier to make those high-pitched sounds when you're lifting your neck. So I want to see you guys do that. I want you to see you buzz your lips and go, can you try that? That's it. How about you guys? Don't be shy. There he is. It's like a little dolphin over here. We got it. All right, good. Okay. So now what I want to see you guys do is try buzzing your lips and then just lift it up. When you're lifting up, the idea here is to open up that throat to make that sound. Especially for us guys, it's going to be a little bit easier for us to make the sound because our voices register a little lower. So to stretch that vocal cord out, it's going to help you to widen the range. So everybody, on the count of 3, I want to see you guys breathe in through your nose, buzz your lips, and make the siren. 1, 2, 3. Lift it up to the sky. 1, 2, 3. All right, I heard you do it. That's it right there. Do one more time. Let me hear you do it. I hear it. That's it. You never played before until today? Good. This actually took me about 3 months to get the first sounds on. So, all right, so good. Another sound, a simple sound, also is the dog, a small dog called dingo. It's a traditional Australian sound, right? Introduced from Australia. So the dingo, small dog, small bark. It's a dog, dog. So when you're barking like a dingo, you're barking like a smaller dog, higher pitched. and buzzing lips. So it's more. Okay, you want to try that? Let's give that a shot on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Breathe into your nose, close your lips, and bark like an eagle. That's it. Look at that. Very good. There he is. There he is. Oh, man, you guys are doing it. All right. All right. So let's see here. Now, circular breathing. Let's talk about. Does it seem like does it seem like I'm not breathing when I'm playing didgeridoo? When do I breathe? Actually, is the better question. I'll tell you when. I'm taking quick sniffs of air in through my nose, really quick, while I'm breathing, or pushing air out of my mouth. So I'm trying to mic my nose for you, so you kind of tell when I'm breathing in, taking air in. So essentially, there's always going to be like an ebb and flow to the rhythm. When you're getting into that little ebb, what you want to do is kind of try to control your diaphragm, your lungs, your lips, your mouth. Breathe it in, hold the air here just a little bit while you're pushing out of your mouth. You just got to learn how to close off the back of the throat. The easiest way I can show you how to do this: puff your cheeks out with air. Imagine you have water in your mouth. So this would be an exercise you can do later with water. So puffing your cheeks out, we have air in our mouth. Now, while you're doing that, breathe in and out of your nose. We're going to go we're taking baby steps now. This is cyclic breathing, circular breathing. This actually took me over 3 months to learn. All right, so I'm puffing my cheeks out, breathing in and out. No problem, right? No one's falling over yet. Anybody getting lightheaded? A little bit? It's natural. Natural drug here. See, not a few drugs, it's playing instruments. All right. Now what you're going to do is you're going to push a thin stream of air. You're going to try and control, kind of just like squeak out a thin stream of air from your mouth like this. Notice I'm breathing in and out my nose while I'm pushing air out of my mouth. So this is the fundamental. This is the beginning, okay, of circular breathing, is being able to push air out of your mouth while breathing in and out of your nose. All right, so let's try that. If you can get that, I want you to do that for me. Raise your hand when you get it too. I want to see who gets it first. So all we're doing is we're trying to push some air out of our mouth while breathing in our nose. Because what we're doing is we're controlling this part of our mouth. We're closing off the back of the throat in order to push that air, okay, while breathing in. Everybody? It's kind of hard, isn't it? Is it? You think? A little bit? Yeah. It's a little tricky. So this could be something you can do later with water, because this is all memory, physical memory. So the more you try, the more you physically try to do this, the more your body will remember how to do it. Just like anything like that, riding a bicycle. Okay. But you can try this again with water later, because your body's intelligent enough to know not to breathe that water in. So this is a good way for your body to sort of make the connection for you. Because sometimes circular breathing just happens. We don't even think about it. It's almost like when we stop thinking about it and try it, it's when we get it. Okay? All right. Another thing you can do when you get home, take a straw, put it in water, blow bubbles through the water. Basically, the straw is like a miniature didgeridoo. You're pushing the air through there. You're making the bubbles. That's simulating the sound of the didgeridoo, the bubbles. And it's the back pressure. Okay, so there's an amount of air that's coming back as you're playing, right? It's like a standing wave, I think, principle or something here if you're into science, right? And it's a little bit of vacuum at the very, very bottom. But around that vacuum, there's like pressure that's coming up and it's touching your mouth. So we use that for us. We use that. And the straw on the water technique, it's a miniaturized version of that. So it's a little easier for our bodies to figure it out. So we're pushing that water through the straw. It's coming up as a bubble. And then we're just going to continue to make the bubbles while breathing in and out of our nose. Now you'll find that this becomes pretty easy if you try it. You'll be able to keep the bubbles going, and you'll be able to continue to breathe in and out of your nose. And that would be the first step. And that's actually a great step because your body is, after you get that, your body kind of knows what to do. You just allow it to do it. All right? So that's circular breathing. Now, here's a simple rhythm we're going to try. When I play, so far we talked about making the drone with our lips. Okay? We talked about using our voice. Okay? Now we're talking about using our belly or diaphragm. Okay? So the best way to do this is to explain, it's sort of like a laugh. It's like the muscles that you use when you laugh in your diaphragm. When somebody tells you a joke that's really funny, you're not, you don't respond, that was funny. No, if something's really funny, you really laugh from this part of your body, right? So this is the part of the body we need to engage in this part of playing didgeridoo. But this will really chunk up the rhythm, okay? A lot of the rhythm I'm playing, I'm pushing it out right here, okay? So just for a second, loosen yourselves up, okay? I know this might be kind of hard for a second. Be put on the spot to try to make laugh. But what I want you to do is I just want you to take a couple good laughs, like haws and huzz. So go, but I want you to put your hand on your belly, and I want you to feel it from here. If you're going ha 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 ha, you're not going to feel that vibration. But if you really laugh, if you really push it from your belly, you're going to feel it in your belly, right? Okay. So this is the muscle groups right here that we're trying to work on to create that body rhythm from the didgeridoo. Okay. So repeat after me. Ha ha he ha ha. Again. Ha ha he ha ha. Okay, after the last ha, I'm going to have you repeat it again, and you're going to take a sniff of air through your nose. So listen to me a couple times, and then join in. Ha, ha, he, ha, ha, breathe. 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 Ha, ha, he, ha, ha. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to apply it to didgeridoo. And then we're going to actually throw in some of the other sounds we were making with our voice. So here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you that nice lip buzzing, okay? I'm also going to be looking for just that simple formula, ha, ha, he, ha, ha. So actually, let's try it like this. Now, without saying it with your voice, I want you to form it in your mouth. Because a lot of didgeridoo is word forms, word formulas, right? So, breathe. 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 So now I want you to try doing that through your didgeridoo while buzzing your lips. So we're not using our voice right now. We're just going to be breathing it out in the word form, in the word shapes. All right? So it'll be kind of like this. And I'll start. You guys join in when you feel comfortable. Breathe it in. 1, 2, 3. Breathe. 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 Oh yeah. Breathe. Breathe. Oh yeah. Breathe. 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 try to make it a little simple for you, but what do you guys think? You guys have any questions about any ditch playing so far? So, yeah, who got a little lightheaded? Well, you're welcome. And we'll finish by playing another piece, but I always like to see if there's anything you guys have a question about here. So we talked about using our mouth. We didn't talk about tonguing. Tonguing is something like this. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a simple tick-tock, tick-tock. These are the word forms that I use. So repeat after me. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Now I want you to form the word. I'm not saying it, so it's up. And what I want you to become aware of is the word form, the way your tongue is forming in your mouth. The retroflex, the and the I, the I, the tick, and the top. Tick-tock. So there's something happening here in the back of your tongue when you're going from those two forms. They actually translate well for the didgeridoo. So now try this. Ticka-taka, ticka-taka. Now do that without saying. Yeah, that's double tonguing. So first one with tick-tock, single tonguing, double tonguing, ticka-taka. Triple tonguing. Ticka-da-taka-da, ticka-da-taka-da. So repeat after me. Ticka-da, taka-da. Ticka-da, taka-da. So without saying it, just forming it. Notice where the tongue is. Your tongue is shooting, darting forwards and backwards quickly. The faster you do it, the faster it sounds on the didgeridoo. So now what the trick is to translate it through didgeridoo is to buzz your lips while doing. So it's going to be a. So that's how I'm doing that. All right. So you want to try it? Let's just try the tick tock. So here's what it should sound kind of and look like. So again, we're not doing it from the belly. If you did it from the belly, it's a that ha and the he. Notice the difference between ha and he and tick and tock. That's a ha, he. Now here we go, tick tock. And a lot of the didgeridoo is about subtleties and being able to accent those subtleties to make it a part of your rhythm. So that's just something. I realized tonguing can be a little bit hard at first, but those are the basics. All right, so we talked about buzzing. Let's talk about the tongue. We talked about the voice. We talked about the diaphragm. So that's pretty much 95%, 90% or so of the different body parts that you're going to use when you play. So I think I'll invite Tobin back up here, and we'll finish our set here with another song. And you guys should join in with us if you want to. Keep playing. You don't have to return them until we're done. So. Sounds good. You never played before? That's really good. joining us. Appreciate your enthusiasm. Thank you so much. I'll let you keep them, but unfortunately I have to use them later. So play with them as much as you want. Like I said, I'm really here as long as you want me here. So if you have any questions, if you want us to keep playing, just let me know. Any questions about the here? That's it. You got it. Both got it. You want to try it? You're listening, yeah. You're listening. I know you're rocking that. All of you. What is this you played before? Okay, I was going to say you had to play before. You? I've tried it before, but okay. Let me hear you. That's it? Oh, your voice. You almost got to push it out of you. It's almost uncomfortable. You've never done it before. So.
I don't know what sound came out. Honestly, I couldn't tell.
Some of my friends say I do a really good kookaburra, better than anything here. But it took me a long time, and I stretched my vocals up to the point where I could say for like weeks. And then I was able to do the didgeridoo. I was doing it earlier, but yeah, it can translate through. I want to tell you really.